What does it mean to me to be anchored in healing? To be anchored in healing means to identify why I am broken. And I talked about that in the first video too, but I want to expand on it a little bit. I'm in a space right now where I'm identifying these broken pieces of me, because there are some strong, there are some, and not even fully strengthened parts of who I am now that is allowing me to channel this reflective and this real reconstruction of who I am as a person. Because I have been resilient and I have been persistent, and I go for whatever it is that I believe is a part of my ministry. I go for it with full force.
Avengers! Assemble.
So I always give 150%, and I've done that with other things in my life, and I've used the gifts, the performing arts, the entertainment to fulfill a void that's happening in me. I can relate to these different characters that I play, and I'm able to step outside of my own troubles and internalize those characters' troubles. But the thing is, and I think with every character that I've played, whether I was the hero, whether I was the main character, whether I was the protagonist or antagonist in these stories, I've been able to relate some of that storyline to my own personal story. But I've used those spaces to dance or to sing or to speak as a way to kind of subdue the pain that I've been experiencing for so long. So identifying why I'm broken, the first thing is being able to say very transparently that I have dealt and been dealing with mental health issues. And a lot of times it makes people clutch their pearls, like, mental health issues, but you're so fearless. You're so insert whatever. I've heard from so many people. It's like, yes, I am those things. However, I'm human and I do deal with pain, and I have experienced a significant amount of trauma for over 20 years. And I didn't know. And so identifying why I'm broken is helping me to understand how to ask for healing for those specific broken parts of me, so that I can heal fully and I can be made whole and I can pour into the people around me, my friends, my family, the label, Superstar Media Group, the relationships that will be new, the new friendships, the new partnerships that are developed, and that intimate relationship with a woman that, if it is in the will of God, I will be able to marry that woman, and both of us will be healed and have resolved some of the trauma, or most of it, if not all. Let's go ahead and claim that all of the trauma is going to be healed before I get into that space. And here's the thing about trauma. There will always be traumatic events happening to you for the rest of your life. But how much better and how much more would you be able to endure the new trauma if you resolve the old trauma? That's where I'm at with it right now, because I haven't, since I was 7 years old, resolved all of the trauma. And so identifying those broken places so I can specifically pray and affirm how to heal from those spaces specifically. I think that is the most simplistic and the most transparent way to say that is what being healed in, or anchored in healing means to me. I want to be able to say, this is why I operated out of survival for so long and not thriving in the wealth of my mindset first. Because the wealth of everything else, abundant, streams and record sales, sold out shows, and these abundant and rich and healthy, peaceful relationships they're going to be so much better and thrive so much more passionately and powerfully because I'm identifying the broken pieces and getting them things all the way fixed, aka up out of my life, right? So what I'm looking forward to as far as like accomplishing with this series and like my personal healing goals, like what am I looking forward to accomplishing? I think I've summed it up in the first couple of questions that I've answered. What I'm looking forward to the most is being whole and being able to shape who I am now and not who I believed I was supposed to be. Because potential is one thing, but purpose is another. Catch that, right? Potential is one thing, purpose is another. So stepping into purpose on purpose, you start to abandon this potential. Because I could be a whole lot of things. I've been able to excel at anything that I've done in my entire life. I praise God for that. But is everything that I've done and everything that I have desired to do a part of that purpose and a part of the ministry that I've been sent here to accomplish, right? So I think what I want to accomplish with this series is understanding my purpose and understanding it on such a intimate level that nothing that I've dealt with before will continue to be a threat to my opportunities, to the way that I'm able to share and heal with to share and heal with other people, just like this. Like, this is a communication thing. So what do you want to get out of this? I'm asking you as the viewer. If you're on Instagram, if you're on YouTube, what do you want to get as we heal out loud together? Drop that in the comments below, because that might spark some things that I haven't even identified for myself, because I'm pretty fresh in this process. But I think another thing that I want to accomplish is abandoning the expectations that I've put on myself. Like, I've had conversations with some of my close friends about this very thing, this series, and as I've just like, we've been each other's therapists, okay? Just having really, really deep and emotional conversations. Like, I've cried so much over this last few weeks because like the realization that you're broken, that thing is tough. When you really when you zoom in and you start peeling back these different layers of where you are as a person, that hurts. And it hurts so good, because after you have those cries and after you start identifying, okay, I will hold up, let's stop the track and fix this right here. It is so refreshing to get that out, right? So abandoning the expectations that I put on myself based on my family legacy, like, hands down, I'm Zap's son. I'm Roger's nephew. I'm from the Zap Nation legacy. I have danced at these different professional companies, and a lot of accolades have come out of, my this last decade, from high school all the way through right now. I've performed for over 4.5 million people worldwide. But I want to be able to identify who Thomas is, separate from the legacy, embracing it, and understanding that without the legacy, I don't think that I would have gotten to this point. But I don't want to pretend that I'm going to pick up a tube and learn the talk box when I have no desire to do that. Like, I want to speak to people. I want to tell my story. I want to sing. I want to dance. I want to put together amazing productions and write plays. So I've given myself permission to be okay not learning the talk box. Now, I might pick it up, but am I really going to? Probably not, because I don't have a desire to do that. And it's those little things that seem so little to other people, but have been a part of this brokenness, because I'm like, man, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to pick up the talk box and learn it. And man, I got to keep the legacy going. And, my dad and my uncles, like, they blew up and they made that so unique, the talk box sound. But that's not my sound. That's not the direction that I want to go in. So, is being able to just make the decisions that I want to make to be Thomas. without asking for permission. Like, how deep is it that there are moments, and let me know if you feel like this, there are moments where I've sat in my bed or sat in an event somewhere with close friends and waited for permission to get up and grab a plate of food, or waited for permission to get up and take a shower, waiting for that text for someone to say, hey, do you want to do A, B, C, and D today? And you're like, yeah. And that's the thing that motivated you to get up and take a shower, or get up and run, or whatever it is. Like, why must I ask for permission to live and to find out who I am? I think the last thing that I'll say about what I want to accomplish here is expanding on the friendship that I have with myself. Because if I can be my own friend and I can truly love myself without conditions, then I can love anyone else without conditions, with no condemnation, with no judgment, because I've learned how to love myself through the healing process. So yeah, tune in. Next video is coming soon. I want to get to doing these videos every day, but for now, catch them. Turn on the notifications on Instagram. Drop the comments. Let me know how you feel about this Healing Out Loud process. If you're on YouTube, hey, click that bell, subscribe, like this video. If you're on Instagram, like, comment, share it to your story, and let's get it. Let's heal out loud. That's it. All right, I love y'all. Be fearless. We out here. Team Fearless. Love y'all.